This is a video review of the Iwata Revolution Model BR airbrush. A couple of features on the airbrush are it's a gravity feed airbrush. Paint is in the cup on the top and gravity pulls it down and through the airbrush. It's a dual action airbrush in that the trigger has two actions. You push down and you release air, you pull back and you release paint. It's an internal mix airbrush in that the paint and the air mix internally in the tip to atomize the paint as it comes out. This test will be a look and feel test to see how well the airbrush feels in your hand, how well the trigger works, how well the paint flow comes out, just a general test. So I'm using a 2-gallon compressor with or a compressor with a 2-gallon tank running at about 20 pounds psi, 20 psi. So we'll go ahead and test the airbrush. Starting off slow and fairly close and tight. The trigger action is smooth and consistent, and micro adjusting on the second action of the airbrush, the pull, is very nice. Get some really fine lines in here. And my hand is not really steady today, but that's alright. We're not looking for steady. We're looking for look and feel. Paint is coming out consistently, and as I pull the trigger back, I continually get more and more paint, as you can see, coming out, and there is full blast. So we'll do a full blast over here. So full blast, about a ½ inch, and it looks like ½ millimeter for the smallest piece. Generally, nice airbrush. Trigger action is smooth and consistent. It's firm yet responsive. The paint seems to flow through the airbrush fairly well, and being tamiya, it can tend to clog a little bit. I've thinned this paint with some water and a little bit of detergent just to break the surface tension. Some other times I've had the paint clog in some airbrushes. This doesn't. The mixing method I've used is a consistent one, for me anyway. Generally it's a nice airbrush. A little bit, just the ergonomics of it are a little off. I can't quite get a nice feel for it in my hand, but other than that, I think it's just a matter of getting comfortable with it. The cup is a little small, so you'll have to mix batches in a separate container and pour them in. Generally, a good airbrush.